I'm worth a lot of guap like some bathing apes. They say who gon' blackball me, you a crazy ape. And I will never sign a deal, call that a twist of fate. New slave nothing, my nigga, you must be bugging. When a bitch turn me down, I'll turn around and fuck a cousin if you diss. What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm gonna tell you guys about something interesting that happened to me just yesterday. So today is Sunday, okay? And I'm gonna be releasing this video after. So this video is gonna be released on Monday, okay? So let me jump into the story. And I'm gonna start from the beginning too. So back in early January of last year, okay, because we're officially in 2021. January of 2020, I had the coronavirus. I did, okay? The thing about it wasn't considered the coronavirus. What they actually diagnosed me with when I went to the hospital was pneumonia, okay? I had all of the symptoms of the coronavirus. I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even talk. My lungs were so messed up, I couldn't even talk. Because anytime I would try to talk, it would be very painful due to the fact that I would keep coughing every time I would try to talk. Okay? So it was literally impossible for me to talk. So I literally couldn't talk to nobody on the phone. I could only text. And when I went around people in public, I couldn't say nothing to nobody. Couldn't say hello, couldn't laugh, nothing. I was mute. Okay? This went on for a good week and a half, maybe 2 whole weeks. Okay? Now, when I initially caught the virus, okay, when I initially caught it, I remember verbatim exactly what happened. So I am an independent contractor. I work for myself, I help people move, and I do furniture assembly full time. That's how I make my money, okay? On this particular night, it was 5 p.m. and it was dark outside. It was kind of cold. It was kind of chilly outside. But I felt great. I felt perfectly fine, right? The client that I was working with, because I was helping to move his things from his home into the moving truck so that we could eventually move that stuff all the way to his new place, which wasn't that far away. So in the process of us moving everything, he has a daughter who's around 8, maybe 10 years old. And she keeps coughing. She had a cough. And she kept coughing and coughing and coughing. Mind you, it's a little white girl. Her father is a white man. Coughing and coughing and coughing. I didn't think nothing of it. There was no such thing as coronavirus at the time. It was no big deal at the time. Nobody was mandated to wear masks at the time. Okay, so coronavirus was not popular, nowhere near as popular as it is now. So I thought nothing of it. Make a long story short, at the end of the job, I hopped in my car and I noticed that I had chills. I'm like, why am I getting goosebumps? Why do I feel like this? You know, maybe it's the cold. Maybe it's because it's cold outside. That's what I attributed it to originally. But then when I thought back on it, I said, I wasn't around anyone else that was sick besides that little girl. And when I came to the job, I felt perfectly fine when I came to the job. I felt perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. And if I didn't feel that good, then I wouldn't have came to the job to begin with. So, caught the virus, got over it, had to take a bunch of days off of work. I was as sick as a dog, guys. I was as sick as a dog. I'm telling you, it was bad. It was real bad. So then, fast forward to the situation I want to talk about right now. Recently, I had a client, which was the other day that I was just telling you about in the very beginning of the video. Um, I had a client that I was working with, and I was helping her move her credenza. So I had to pick up the credenza from a furniture store, take it to her place, and by the time we got to her floor, I was rolling the credenza on my furniture dolly. Mind you, my client is a white girl, right? She's a white woman. There's another white girl coming this way, coming toward us. My client walks past the white girl. The white girl doesn't she's unfazed by this white woman walking past her. As soon as she saw me, guess what she did, guys? Guess what this white girl did when she saw me and she was walking past me? She did that because the media says blacks have the highest probability of spreading the coronavirus and that whites don't have to worry about anything. And then people want to sit back and wonder why white people are dying the most from the coronavirus. See, the media tries to act like they're slick, but in reality what they're doing is they're killing their own people, which is white people. The media has a way of demonizing blacks or blaming blacks for everything that goes wrong. Okay? The coronavirus is known to have started in China. This is a fact. Okay? This is a fact. This was proven. When the coronavirus first came out, Chinese people felt some kind of way. And I don't know who decided to pull the strings and go, you know what? We're going to take the blame off of the Chinese. We're going to put it on the blacks. Yeah. The blacks are the reason. Yeah, it's the black people. That's who y'all got to worry about. That's who you guys have to watch out for. It's the blacks. It ain't the Asians. Even though it started in Asia, even though an Asian man, or at least the claim is, an Asian man is the one that, ate a bat and then he infected everybody, which I don't believe that's a stupid story. But that's what the story originally was. Asians. The media said, you know what? We don't like blacks. Let's go blame it on the blacks. Let's make this thing about black people. Yeah. So now when us black people, we are seen as the spreaders. We are seen as the people that are just giving it to everybody. How is that possible? Okay, so let's get technical here. Let's get technical. Blacks, more than anyone, in my personal opinion, are being forced to wear masks more than anybody, right? Pay attention. And then whites are being told, it's not that big of a deal. You don't really have to wear a mask because you're not the spreaders. So, you can lay off. You can chill out a little bit, okay? 1 + 1 is 2. 2 × 2 is 4. You don't wear a mask. You hang out with your buddies. You cough. You sneeze. You're white. You're being told that you can't spread it. Oh! White people are the ones that are spreading it the most. When you look at it from a mathematical point of view, they are the ones that are spreading it the most. Because they can be as sick as they want to be and be coughing around you, sneezing around you, talking in your face. I just told you guys that there was a little white girl that was coughing around me, and that's when I caught it. But because the media says blacks are the spreaders, you believe what the fuck they telling you. And despite the old white people being killed off like flies from this thing, y'all are still gonna believe what the media says. Okay, cool, fine. Cool. Because what's really happening, I'm going to tell you what's really happening. Blacks are being told to wear masks. We're being forced to wear masks because we're so-called the spreaders, right? What the government is actually doing is protecting us. They're inadvertently protecting us and allowing you white people, okay, shout outs to my good white people out there, but they're encouraging you white people to not only spread it, but also to die from it because they're encouraging your reckless behavior. I want you to hear me clearly. All right? So, thank you for watching this video, guys. Make sure you leave a comment down below. This has been another video by yours truly, King Leo. Y'all already know what it is. Deuces. Oh, and leave a like. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. You gotta subscribe because y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, peace. I come from a place that's real scary. Big guns, like military. Real shit, no fairy tale. I possess a shit ton of knowledge. I'm like the holy grail. I was born with high perseverance so that I never fail. They tried to label me crazy and so I hid the pain. Tell 'em. Big pharma selling alternate cocaine. Tell 'em.